Hey everybody, welcome back. Shane here. So today I've got a super awesome project. So excited to get started. We've got some half doors going on the UForce 1000. And before we start this video, I gotta send a huge thank you, huge shout out to Kemimoto. They've been sponsoring a lot of these videos. They've been sending me awesome products to test out. And I know I keep harping on them, but I can't say enough. Their products are unbelievable quality at unbelievable prices. And if you don't believe me, go look online. There's plenty of other places where people are vouching for them. People are using their stuff. They're like, you know, why do we have to sacrifice quality for a good price? You know what I mean? That's just, in this day and age, there's no need for it. So go check out. I'll put the links to everything down in the description. I'll put a couple other links to a couple other videos for some Kemimoto products. And they have more than just ATV, UTV accessories. They've got vests, they've got clothing, they've got other apparel, they've got accessories. So go check out, just go to Kemimoto.com, check them out there. They have an Amazon store, and definitely leave a like, a comment, share this video with somebody if you got value out of it. And without any further ado, let's get going. It's gonna be a fun project. All right, let's go. All right, so we're gonna start by assembling the driver's side front door. So this is the upper half, this is the lower half. We're gonna start by putting these 7 bolts in. You're gonna need a 4mm Allen, however you want to do it, a socket or a wrench itself, and a 10mm wrench. And first step is it's pretty foolproof. You can't mix up the sides. You're gonna insert the post on the upper half into the hole on the lower half. This is how it's gonna look right here. Go ahead, slide it in, and you're just gonna gently rotate it down, and this post is gonna sit in the slot here. And you're gonna take these screws at each hole, line it up, and make sure you put all of them in loosely before you tighten any down, just to make sure that all the holes line up. All right, that's assembled. Next, you're gonna wanna remove your seat bottoms, front and rear. And the driver's seat, obviously you guys know, if you have a UForce, it's all one piece, right? It's adjustable. Take that out, and before you even do that, if you have the center console from Kemimoto like I've got, that's gotta go out first. All right, let's do that. All right, same thing with the rear. All right, hey everybody, so the seats are out. Next, you're gonna be removing these 2 panels, front and rear, this plastic. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little flat blade screwdriver, and you're gonna gently pry out this little plastic rivet, they're called. And they can be kind of tough, right? So gentle, don't need to break anything. It's hard to do one-handed here. I might have to put the camera down and do it with 2 hands. So, but you've got one here, one here, one here. Same thing on the back. You've got one here. And you've got 1 and 2 there that need to come off. All right, let's do that. Let's put the camera down and do that 2-handed. All right, if you have to, once you get it started, get a set of needle nose pliers, try to grab it, pull it out. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but it will come. There you go. This is what it's going to look like. Now you got to take the rest of them out and these will come right off. Make sure you save these because they're going to go right back in when we're done. All right guys, and so one thing to note on this rear cover, there's one bolt holding it on. So you're just going to grab this little piece right here, pull it straight out towards you. It's just going to pop off, and there's one 10mm bolt under here. There, and then this one comes off. Again, save all this hardware because it's going to go right back on later. So now we're looking at this is the bottom seat belt bolt. And if you have to, there's 2 Allens here. You can remove those because you're going to have to pull this plastic cover back just a little bit. You're going to need a 19mm wrench and a 17mm socket. And what you're going to do is kind of pull it back so you can get the wrench on here and then get your ratchet on here. Okay. And you're going to take this bolt out. Now remember, once you take this bolt out, don't lose the washer, the spacer in the back, any of that. Keep all that because it's going to go right back together once we put the bracket on here. It's going to be the same for the rear. There's 2 more Allens you can take out, and it's the same size bolt. Same thing, 1, 2, and it's kind of in the shade, but the other bolt's down there. Let's get those out and we'll move on to the next step. Next, if you guys still have these hoops on your machine, these need to come off. It'll be a 13mm socket. There's 1, 2, and 3 bolts on each. You've got 4 all the way around, so go ahead and pull those off right now. Next, we're going to take this bracket. It's actually marked FL for front left. Excuse me. We're going to install 1 bolt. Oop, there we go. 1 bolt right here, just finger tight. And then the next is going to be the seat belt bolt, which you can see laying there. You're going to slide it through here, and it's going to be sitting on that side of the bracket on the frame. So I don't know if you can, so it will be sliding through. Let's see if I can show you real quick. So it's going to look, if it'll focus, be sliding through that bracket right there. Okay, you're going to pull this back and put that nut and washer on this side. You're going to slide your wrench in, pull it back if you have to, slide your wrench in here, put your ratchet on this side. Go ahead and tighten this down. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and tighten this bolt up here. It's going to look like that. All right, everybody. I apologize for the chainsaw noise in the background. So the brackets are on, the plastic is on, but before you actually put this one on, before you actually secure this one, we're going to do something real quick that I didn't see in the directions. So actually keep this off. Okay, this one's all on, bolted back up. Before you go putting that one back on, go and get these two spring clips or spring nuts, whatever you want to call them, and we're going to actually put them, we're going to take this one 10mm bolt out, and we're going to put these on here. They're going to slide like this one. It's just a lot easier. See how it slides right up in there? Just a lot easier to put them on right now before this cover is on. Okay, so then this cover, it's all right doing it one-handed again here, folks. It's going to go like that, but you can see how it would be a pain to get in there. So go ahead and put those on first. This is going to be the striker bracket where the door latches to. So here's the rear striker plate installed. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to the front striker plate here. Now we have to drill 2 holes. I don't know if you guys can see, they're actually pre-marked for you. Okay. But what we're doing is just removing that plastic. We're not drilling all the way through. So don't just bury your drill, send it right in one side and out the other, okay? We're just removing that little bit of plastic for the bolt to go through. Does that make sense? Over here. Okay, so as you can see, there's already drilled and tapped holes inside there. Okay, so we're not burying our drill bit through there. I scraped a little bit of the paint off, and that's okay. But that's all we got to do. All right, so first we're gonna put these covers on here, but I want to show you the striker and the striker plate and the striker itself installed. There's the front, and this is the rear. It's gonna look like. So each of these covers are gonna go on with 4 8mm hex head bolts, and they just slip over. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Now again, don't tighten them all down as you go, okay? Get them all started, then tighten them down. Don't just put one in and tighten it, put one in and tighten it. Okay, that one. Same thing on the rear. All right, so now with these all tight, I went ahead and I pre-installed half of the hinges on our door that we did earlier in the video. Okay, so you're gonna, I think it makes it easier, put those hinges on, take your countersunk Allens here. Oop, dropped one, no worries. We're gonna get these all started. It's a little tricky. If you have a second person, it would definitely help you, but it's not necessary. Because what I'm going to do is get one in the top hinge, get one in the bottom hinge, and that'll be enough to just support the door. You can go ahead and tighten the rest. Onto the rear. So luckily the rear doors come pre-assembled from Kemimoto. And again, I went and pre-installed the hinges on, just gonna make our lives a little easier. We're gonna put the 6 bolts in here, do it. Like I said, we wanna get them all started and loose before you tighten anything down, okay? We're gonna take one, see if it'll sit in the hinge there. And get it started. Now don't tighten it down too much. One in the top hinge, one in the bottom hinge, just to support the weight for us, and then we can put the rest of the screws in. Okay. And again, when you're putting the rest of these in, when you do tighten them, make sure you're using just a little Allen key like this, okay? Because you don't want to be reefing on them too hard to strip those out. They're just what's called a brass insert nut or well nut, and they actually don't need a lot of torque. So don't be using your 3/8 drive ratchet in there cranking it down. You're going to strip it out and you're going to be SOL. You'll be calling Kemimoto crying and, you know, asking what do you do now. So trust me, just use a little Allen key or Allen wrench on these. They don't have to be crazy tight. All right, so we got them both installed here. Everything's nice and tight. So what I want to show you, you got to reach in, pull up on that red lever. So this actual striker bolt is adjustable, okay? So it can go up and down, and these bolts here, you can adjust it in and out, whatever you got to do, okay? So what you got to do is line it up with the actual catch here on the door, and once you get it all adjusted, it should be able to just close nice and tight, no rattles, you know, nothing like that. It's not, you grab the door, it's not jiggling loose, then you can go ahead and tighten all these down, okay? All right, last thing you want to do here, pull this plastic film off of the plexiglass. Woo. Now these windows are awesome, right? This is a great idea from Kemimoto. When it's closed and you're inside, you can look through, you can see how deep the water is getting, you can see if there's any big rocks or boulders in your way that are coming up on the side you might crash into. This is an absolutely genius idea from Kemimoto. So guys, this is what it looks like. Bam. Doors are on, they're done. This side anyway. Now the other side is going to be the exact same thing, same steps, just the opposite, you know, side, same bolts, same process. And so I'm going to go ahead and work on getting that other side on, and then when it's done, we're going to go for a ride, go check it out, get some awesome action shots, some good footage, and yeah, see how we like them. All right guys, good luck. If you have any questions installing them, hit me up in the comments or send me a message, whatever you got to do. Feel free. If you do want some real in-depth guidance, go find me on Connect. Connect, you can send me a text, schedule a phone call, a video call. It's a pay per call, pay per text, but it's guaranteed I'm going to answer you. Sometimes I don't have time in the comments here. If I do, I will, but if not, you really need an answer, you need help on this, or maybe you're looking for some other advice in life, whatever it is, hit me up on Connect. Again, huge thank you to Kemimoto. These guys have been fantastic. So let's get the other side on. We're going to go for a ride. All right, thanks.